Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Vinland Saga over here, because in this episode what I really liked is that Thorfinn and Einar kind of take some backseat. It's more focused on the farm and all of the other characters, mainly the master of the farm, Ketil, or Iron Fist Ketil, as his reputation precedes him, and shows there's a lot more to him and everything that's happening at the farm. It feels like the farm was a character in itself. I'm so glad all of the other characters got some time to shine here, and makes everything that's going on a lot more interesting there. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, the episode starts with Snake and his group seeing that there's some thieves, somebody stealing. Not a lot from them. I kind of assumed what was going on there. It's revealed that they only stole some meat and a flour there very easily, but they still have to chase them down, and we're gonna get to that because it's a very integral part of the episode. But before we get to that, we see a bit of Einar and Thorfinn, mainly Einar, getting praised by Arnheid, which makes him super happy and blushing. Man, he's so smitten, but I still like his attitude so much. And Arnheid seems like she has her own struggles to deal with at the farm. Of course, both of them being slaves, but not just that. I was glad to see more of her life and her side, even though we didn't really see so much, but also something very interesting related to her at the end of the episode, and we're gonna get to that. But also, after she spent this bit of time in the morning with Einar, she gets chastised and even slapped by the mistress for being late there. So she seems to be very stern, would be an understatement there, and even the comment she made would suit you. A enslaved woman with an enslaved man would make a perfect match. So yeah, I don't know, the mistress seems like she's kind of a bitch, honestly, from what I've seen so far, but maybe, who knows, what we've seen with Ketil here, there could be more to her, but we're gonna get to that. And does she know the truth also? That's a very good question, but anyway, we'll see. Now Einar and Thorfinn finally see their what they reaping what they sow there, seeing the fruits of their labors with some seedlings happening. And the comment, I really like Thorfinn, just how innocent, how oblivious he has been his entire life, only knowing only war. We've seen this part of him last episode. We see it a bit more here with saying they look so feeble, and being amazed that something like this can grow and become bread, the food they eat, and both of them getting more motivation, especially Einar. I like how positive he is, but he also got curious if Arnheid is gonna have the same deal as them to buy their freedom. So that's a very good question, considering what she knows, but we'll see. I hope she does at some point, because I'd like for her and Einar to get together, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, considering it's Vinland Saga and it's kind of a tragedy with a lot of the characters. I don't know, I hope so, but we'll see. Now, this is where we see the main characters of the farm shining, not the main characters of the show. This new character shows up. We finally get to meet Olmar's brother, Thorgil, and he reminded me a bit of Thor's, by the way he looks, just his bone structure and everything, but he's completely different from Thor's. He seems like the battle-hardened asshole, honestly, because he kind of gave me that vibe. He's very stern, direct, has that demeanor about him, and kind of don't like him, honestly. He looks cool, but I don't really like him, and he was curious. He wanted to see how maybe the battlefield will change his brother while talking to Ketil, his father there, referring to Olmar, and even saying that Canute also changed quite a lot from the battlefield. Nobody even calls him prince anymore. He's the king right now. So yeah, I really hope we're gonna get to see more of Canute at some point, but Thorgil, I'm not a fan of him, honestly. Not one bit. But also find out that Snake trained Thorgil, and we have Snake in tow with the thieves. He caught a girl and a boy, brother and sister. Somehow it reminded me so much of Demon Slayer, the brother-sister relationship, how much they cared for each other there. but it also made sense, and we're gonna get to them. Now we have Thorgil with his war stories at dinner and plundering, and how it is to be a warrior, and so on, kind of teasing Olmar a bit, even giving him a gift necklace there. And Olmar was is this jerky? Can I eat it? Like, dude, what are you looking at? How can you be so dumb? And he finally realized those are years of English, man. And he threw them there. But this is where things got more interesting. Now, before we get to that, I actually, even though Olmar seems to be the coward of the family here, I like him a lot more than Thorgil. Like, he seems more of a decent person than Thor. Even though Thorgil is battle hardened and everything and so on, a man's man, I like Olmar a lot more between the two. But like I said, this is where things get interesting. Apparently Ketil has a reputation as Iron Fist, and even himself, he coughed when he heard Thorgil calling him that he was a legend, strong. Even his weapon was breaking under his power there. He had to fight unarmed. I don't know about that. Even from that moment, I was like, "There's something more to this," but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get there. Now they have to deal with the thieves, and this is where I started liking Ketil a lot more. I've said it a few episodes ago, a few videos. I wanted to find out more about him, even more after the deal he proposed to Einar and Thorfinn. Is he actually a man of his word? Is he just deceiving them? And right now I'm leaning more towards not. Seems to be an honorable, very kind man here. He tried to calm the kids so they can talk, to give him their names, not be afraid, even telling Snake, hey, relax, calm down here. And Snake is also very serious about doing his job, even though I've seen him being very lazy, chill back and everything. When he's on the job, he is on the job, to say the least. But we found out a bit more about Sture and Thora, the names of the kids. Their mother was sick, their fathers were missing, they even have a baby brother, a baby kid there. But also Snorri, their father, he went for vegetable or cigarettes, and he never came back there, or for milk. But Pater knows them, or at least knows their grandfather, Bo, being there, and they have a history. He also owes money to for the land to Ketil there, and he's assumed dead, or at least that's why they think. But I kind of am leaning towards more he abandoned them, so I don't know if he's dead or not. Sture, the kid, the brother, was a bit in there. No, he's coming back. Yeah, I don't think your father is coming back. Let's be honest here. And this kind of broke Ketil a bit. It hit him in the heartstrings there. Almost cry, had some tears, feeling full of pity. Kind of wanted to forgive them, but he was in a very tough spot. Had to maintain his reputation. Also had to do something so others don't think he's weak. And he was also very pushed by the others to do it, to punish them. Especially by Snake at the beginning, saying he made them confess, threatening them a bit, just in typical Snake fashion. Now, what I liked here was the way that Thorgil went very straight to the almost capital punishment. They're saying cut one arm there. The brother wanted to protect his sister quite a lot. He was willing to sacrifice both of his arms there, but in this case Snake intervened, and this is why I liked Snake, and I really don't like Thorgil. Now I get it, thieves need to be punished, but also context matters quite a lot. Sure, they stole, but considering their situation and everything that was happening there, cutting one arm just for some meat and one flour bag, come on dude, come on Thorgil. I know you're this battle hardened dude, but you're not proving to me that you're this big man by punishing a kid, cutting his arm off there for just some random stolen things. I get it, punishment is punishment, but okay, this is why I liked Snake saying, hey, let's go easy a bit on them there. But we also see Ketil at the same time, he's scared of his own son, of Thorgil there, but he still was in that tough spot between a rock and a hard place, having to punish them. And this is where I appreciated Pater even more. He spoke up against this heavy punishment, suggesting to put them to work to pay off the debt and also what they stole. And Ketil was like, hey, finally my solution, everything is working out. He calmed down. Poor guy was like, thank you, Pater, for saving me there. But Pater also, I gotta give him here, he said a beating also has to happen as punishment for what they stole. So he's also very stern a bit, but not as the same levels as Thorgil. Now we have Snake taking the handle of an axe, just removing the metal part to use as a bat, and the Ketil was like 10 strokes. And I don't know, that beating with a bat seems a bit too much. Even the brother was willing to take 20 because it was 10 and 10 for each of them. And Thorgil says, I like you, so I'm gonna do the beating. Okay, Thorgil, but I don't think you know, he says, I'm gonna be gentle. And the way he struck the first one didn't seem very gentle either. I thought he was gonna cut him in half with one wood instead of a sword. Thankfully, Ketil stopped him. Hey, now I'm gonna do it. And he still goes through with it, but not at the same level. Probably the kid would have definitely died if Thorgil was the one doing it. And this is why I don't like Thorgil. I'm curious how strong he is. He seems to be an experienced battle-hardened warrior, but I know his personality, I kind of don't like him. Seems a bit similar to Floki. Not as deceiving as Floki, but as assholey as Floki, if you get my my meaning. But the most important part of the episode happened right at the end, and this is why I like Ketil quite a lot, saying he was in Arnhide's lap, telling her everything, pillow talk there. Iron Fist Ketil is a lie, even admitting that he's afraid of Thorgil, of war and violence. He's just an honest, simple man over there, and I really liked that quite a lot. But he had to have that reputation because Norsemen aren't afraid. They can't be just simple men there. I'm curious how he came up with this. Is Iron Fist even real? How does somebody know about that reputation? Did he just make it up, and did it just spread along? But yeah, this was a very interesting episode, more focused on the characters of the farm here. Einar and Thorfinn taking a bit of a backseat. Thorgil, I don't like him. I like Olmar more here, and Ketil got a lot more interesting as a character after this episode, and I really liked that quite a lot. In one episode they exposed basically the farm here. Now I hope we're also gonna get an episode a bit focused on Snake, because I really like Snake quite a lot. Also, that's gonna be an interesting one. He seems like the more, I don't know, character that's hiding quite a lot of things or keeping them to himself, so we're gonna see. But yeah, another amazing episode from Vinland Saga. I'm really curious what you guys thought about this episode. What do you think about Ketil after this episode? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So also make sure you check out the podcast. Keep enjoying Vinland Saga. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.